In this video, we are going to see 5th Standard English, Term 3, Unit 3 Supplementary, The Case of the Missing Water. The tank in Divya's village was almost dry. Ammachi began to pray for rain. Amma collected all the buckets and pots and vessels in the house and filled them up. We need to store as much water as we can, she said. Appa collected tools to dig a little deeper. We just need enough until the rain arrives, he said. Divya got out her notebook and pencil. She put on her thinking cap and followed her parents to the tank. She examined the tank bed closely. It was cracked and dusty. Divya wondered, where did the water in the tank go? Did it run away? Was it stolen? This is a mystery. There was a girl named Divya. She lived in the village. The village was almost dry. Her Ammachi began to pray for the rain. Her Amma collected all the vessels in the house and filled them. And she said, we need to store water as much as we can. Her Appa collected tools to dig little deeper. And he said, we just need enough until the rain arrives. Divya got out her notebook and pencil and she was thinking and followed her parents to the tank. Divya researched the tank. The tank was cracked and dusty. Divya wondered, where did the water in the tank go? Did it run away or was it stolen? This was a mystery. Mystery means secret. Divya loved solving mysteries. Like the time Ammachi couldn't find her reading glasses. Divya had found them in her book, marking the page she was reading. I will find that water, Divya muttered to herself. Divya walked to the other side of the tank, past dead fish and dry reeds. Do you know where the water could have gone? Divya asked a fisherman. Downstream, the fisherman suggested. Divya followed the dry stream bed down the hill. At the bottom was another tank. It had lots of goats but no water. Divya wanted to find out where did the water go. Divya loved solving mysteries. Yes, when her Ammachi couldn't find her reading glasses, she only found that and gave up. Then she said, I will find that water. Divya muttered herself. Muttered means speaking slowly in herself. Divya walked to the other side of the tank. There she saw dead fish and dry reeds. And she asked the fisherman, do you know where the water could have gone? The fisherman said, downstream. She followed the dry stream bed down the hill. At the bottom, there was another tank. The tank had lots of goat but no water. Divya asked the goat herd, do you know where the water might be? Upstream, the goat herd suggested. That's where I came from. Divya said, no water there. Further up then, the goat herd said, that's where your water comes from. Divya climbed up the tank. Then she climbed up some more to a tank further up the hill. There was no water, no birds. There was only one person there. Rani, I can't find any water. Any idea where it is gone? Divya called to her. She knew Rani from school. Downstream, Rani called back. Divya was suddenly angry. She stomped her feet. No, she shouted. It's not. I have searched and searched. It's not upstreams or downstreams. Got it? After asking fisherman, she asked goat herd. He said upstream. Then she climbed up and up. But there was no water, no birds. There was only one person there, that was Rani. She said, Rani, I couldn't find any water. Any idea where it has gone? Rani said, downstream. Then suddenly, Divya got angry and she stomped her feet and she said, no, it's not. I have searched and searched. It's not upstream or downstream. How about there? Rani suggested. Divya and Rani looked up at the sky. The sun glared black at them. Everything was white, hot, and dusty. No, they agreed together, no water there. Divya collapsed into the boat with Rani and gnawed on a lotus stem. She was hot and tired. Manju's parents left the village, Divya said. They went to the city where they have water. Maybe we should all go. You go, Rani snapped. No one asked you to be here. Fine, Divya said. And she stormed back home, but it was not fine. There was still no water, still no rain. The next day, Divya brushed her teeth with muddy tank water in a tiny glass. Thoo, she spat. Rani showed the sky and asked, how about there? Divya and Rani looked up the sky. The sun was glared back at them. Everything was white, hot, and dusty. So both of them agreed that there is no water. Divya was collapsed into the boat. Collapsed means leaning on the boat with Rani and knocked on a lotus stem. Knocked means to bite. She was hot and tired. Manju's parents left the village, Divya said. And she said they went to the city where the water is. Maybe we have to go. Then Rani said, you go. No one asked you to be here. Divya said fine and she went back to home. But there was no water, no rain. The next day, Divya brushed her teeth with muddy tank water in a tiny glass. She spat poo. Will you brush with muddy water? No. But here they brush with muddy water means they have water scarcity. In school, the class was half empty. More families had left the area. She missed all her friends. In the middle of environmental studies class, she turned and ran out of school. She ran and ran until she was panting. She finally sat at the side of the road. I have to find the water, she huffed. Can I help? Said a voice. It was Rani who had seen Divya running away from school. Divya beamed yes. We have to do this properly, Rani said, like real sanitary engineers. Like who? Divya asked. Sanitary engineers build pipes and tanks and drains. I'm going to be one when I grow up, Rani said. Divya and Rani decided to draw a map on their village and all its tanks and streams, showing all the places where the water might have flowed. Divya was in the school. In the school, the class was half empty. More family had left the area due to water scarcity. So she missed all her friends. In the middle of the environmental studies class, she ran out of the school. She ran and ran until she was tired. Finally, she sat at the side of the road. She decided, I have to find the water. Can I help? Said a voice that was Rani. Divya said yes. Rani said, we have to do this properly like a real sanitary engineers. Divya asked, like who? She said, sanitary engineers who build pipes, tanks and drains. Yes, I'm going to be a sanitary engineer in the future. Divya and Rani decided to draw a map on their village and all its tanks and streams, showing all the places where the water might have flowed. Where could the water possibly have gone? Finally, they sat back and pored over the map. They haven't seen that tank yet. Divya pointed to one of the tanks they had drawn. Let's go, Rani agreed. Divya and Rani began climbing up the hill. The stream here was dry as well. Maybe we shouldn't have missed school. The tank is probably dry as well, Rani said sadly. When they had reached the tank, Divya and Rani realized that they were wrong. This tank was full. Rani pointed at the small pump at the end of the lake. There was a tanker just below the bund, collecting water as it flowed. A man stood by, guiding the tanker. Mystery solved, said Divya angrily. Where are you taking our water? Divya wanted to know. They both sat and pored over the map. Then they pointed out one of the tank they had drawn. Come, let's go, said Divya. Rani agreed. Divya and Rani climbed up the hill. The stream was very dry. They thought, maybe we shouldn't have missed the school. This tank is probably dry. When they reached the tank, Divya and Rani realized that they were wrong. Yes, the tank was full. Rani pointed at a small pump at the end of the lake. There was a tanker just below the bund, collecting water as it flowed. A man stood by guiding the tanker. Yes, one man was collecting all the water from the bund into the tanker lorry. Mystery solved, said Divya angrily, and she asked the man, where are you taking the water? The man said, the city. I need to supply 9,000 liters today. That's not fair, Rani said. The man shrugged. That's how it is. My friend is a sanitary engineer, Divya yelled. She knows what is fair. The man laughed. Sanitary engineer, it seems? You are just children. Rani said quietly, yes, but I know you can't just take our water away. Go home, the man said. You can't change anything. Divya had an idea. She hugged the pump. Can't turn it on now. Rani ran up to hug the pump too. Hey, said the man. Now he was really angry. Just go home, he said. Divya asked the man, where are you taking the water? The man replied that, to the city, I want to supply 9,000 liters today. And Rani said, this is not fair. Divya said, my friend is a sanitary engineer. She knows what is fair. The man laughed and said, sanitary engineer? You are just children. Rani said quietly, yes, but I know you can't just take our water away. Go home, said the man. You cannot change anything, because he thought they are small children. Divya had an idea. She suddenly hugged the pump. Then she said, you can't turn it on. Rani also ran to hug the pump too. The man said, hey. Now the man was very angry and said them to just go home. That was when the clouds broke and rain poured. The monsoon is here, Divya shouted. I'm going home even if you are not, the tanker man said. It rained and rained. Ush, the bund overflowed and the stream rushed down, splashing them. The water has been found, mystery solved, Divya said. Whoo, they howled with joy. Rani and Divya were hugging the pump. The cloud broke and rain poured. Divya shouted, the monsoon is here. The tankerman said, I'm going home if you are not. The rain poured and poured. Whoosh, the bund overflowed and the stream rushed down, splashing them. The water has been found, the mystery solved, said Divya. Whoo, they shouted with joy. From this story, we have learned that we also have some social responsibility. Yes, how the children have saved the water from the tanker man. So, water is very important and we have to do something for our society.